Nigerians, greetings to you all. I salute you all wherever or not they join us from. This is not the Comrade Show, and of course, we want to talk about the recent poll where it showed face recently this very month, so organized by Next Year on the scene for up there. And this poll, a very encouraging poll. Everybody know they talk about this poll. APC they criticize the poll, and Nigerians they talk about it in different guys depending on where everybody stand. The only thing they instructive when I will need to talk about here, they say this not be the first poll where they say that they conduct for Nigeria towards this election. We had about three last year. And of course, I think we're going to have one more before election. The beautiful news about it is that of all the polls conducted so far, Obi has maintained a steady lead. Whether or not Next Year the organizer, whoever, it doesn't really matter, Obi has maintained a steady lead. But the reason why I want to talk about this, if I want me to break this poll down, we'll break them down as Nigerians, then we'll look the areas then where we say, man, we need to improve on. Election is just around the corner, just 2 weeks from now. Now, this poll, it gets many things when they consider. Too many people will interview youth, women, men, elderly, from rural areas, from different parts of the country, and all of that. So the demographic really cut across. You understand what I'm saying? And all of that for them to arrive at this result. Now, something very interesting about this poll. This poll situate Obi as, if election is here today, Obi is president of Nigeria. Looking at it, it shows that Obi scored about 37% of the total number of Nigerians polled to lead the chart. Meanwhile, following behind Obi is Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party on 27%. And right behind Atiku Abubakar is Bola Ahmed Tinubu on 24%. And meanwhile, Kwankwaso of New Nigerian People's Party, had 6%. And all the other parties put together, had just 1%. And meanwhile, about 5% appear to be undecided and all of that. This is very crucial. It's very crucial because there are some key things about it. Look, man, make I quickly just establish it, man. I am making this broadcast so that we know where we want to intensify effort, because we must learn from it, whether we like it or not. Poll, let's not be carried away. Poll will not make Obi president of Nigeria. Poll is only going to give us some guidance. It will only just guide us, direct us, and every other thing. Now, inside that direction, I want to talk about. So, this poll, was carried out across Nigeria, looking at the different states of Nigeria, different regions of Nigeria. Now, I want to quickly zero into, look at it from region to region. Now, I want to go to northwest region of Nigeria. Now, what the poll is telling us when we look at northwest region of Nigeria, it shows that Atiku Abubakar, will win 3 of the 6 states in the northwest, 3 of the 7 states in the northwest. In Jigawa, it shows that Obi was scoring about 2.2%, while APC was a commanding lead with about 47% in Jigawa State. In Kano State, the home state of Kwankwaso, not a very big surprise, is being led by NNPP, New Nigerian People's Party of Kwankwaso, but at 57%. But talk to Labour. Labour was only scoring about 4.5% in Kano. To be honest, Labour need to do better in Kano. So if there are if you dare want to share this broadcast, so this broadcast is very important. It must be a national broadcast. If there are obedience in Kano, please, we need to turn out those votes whatever the day. We don't expect say Obi go win Kano State. You understand what I'm saying? That, but Obi need to do better. Kano are very highly populated state. When we say, man, in fact, it's the second highest in Nigeria. If a person do well for Kano and the person get national spread, the person is likely to be the president of Nigeria. Meanwhile, in Kaduna State, APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's AP, the commanding lead for the 2%. In Kaduna State, PDP 29%, Labour Party 22%, which is good. I think Labour Party still need to do better in Kaduna State so that they will fit cross that threshold of 25%. It will be very nice. In Katsina State, according to the poll, PDP commanding lead, 39%, Atiku Abubakar PDP. Labour Party doing very well in Katsina State on 29%. I think crossing that threshold of 25%, very important, that's constitutionally required for a candidate to win. We have a majority and equally have at least 25% in at least 25 states of the federation, which is two-thirds of the federation, including Abuja. In Kebbi State, APC is right there in the, PDP is right there in the lead too, with 49%. Labour followed by, Labour is 10%, a distant third. Meanwhile, APC is 34%. Sokoto State, PDP is equally in the lead, 61% of the total number of Nigerians polled in Sokoto State. Labour Party came a distant fourth, as a matter of fact, 5.2%. Even the undecided in Sokoto State, are more than the number of Nigerians committed to voting for Peter Obi. Now, let's be reminded that in this polls, we're told that the people polled are not just, there are people with PVCs, people who are going to be voting in this election. In Zamfara State, let's not forget, APC is in the lead with 55%, Labour Party coming with just 1.4%. Not really very good enough. That is for the northwest region of Nigeria. Now, if we move on now to the northeast region of Nigeria, it's a different story altogether. Northeast region of Nigeria, Adamawa, for instance, Labour Party, doing very well on 30%, though APC is in the lead. It's very tight. APC is having 33% and Labour Party is having 30%. That's a very good one for, Adamawa. Everybody should look to Adamawa. PDP is coming up to 29%. Meanwhile, in Bauchi, PDP is commanding lead 60%, APC 30%, and Labour is coming up with 1% in Bauchi State. That is not surprising. Bauchi, with all due respect, is one place that many people, still consider as the home state where terrorism, this Boko Haram terrorism started in Nigeria, and so anybody that want to come and change the status quo in Nigeria right now definitely will not appeal to many of these people that are being influenced by let me not go into that, but about the Borno State is definitely very fragile. Labour is not doing very well there at all, to 1.1%. I think Labour needs to do better there. Gombe, this is part of northeast region of Nigeria. It's a very turbulent region. Gombe APC is doing very well there for the 1%. PDP is on 35%, NNPP 11%, Labour is 7.8%. Labour needs to do better there, just to crack up some numbers and add it up. In Taraba State, part of the northeast region, PDP is commanding lead 51%, APC 25%, and Labour 21%. Labour is really doing well in Taraba. Labour needs to step up the game there. If Labour can get up to 25%, then that would be very helpful. It will make the matter easy. And I'll tell you what, hammering on this 25% matter, as I'm talking about. If you are there, share this broadcast, we are still on it. Yobe State APC is commanding lead 46%. When you look at it, PDP is on 32% and NNPP, 10%. Labour is on 6.1%. So that is the northeastern part of Nigeria, which Labour is not really holding much ground as well in the northeast. Now come to north central of Nigeria. It's a different ball game. Right there in the north central of Nigeria, not really surprisingly, Labour Party is in commanding lead in Benue State, according to Nigerians poll there, 46% for Labour Party, APC is on 30%, PDP is on 20%. So there's a projection that Labour will win outrightly, Benue State. And Kogi State, Labour, is coming second, 25%, which is not too bad. APC is 41%. I think Nigerians in Kogi State must do better than this. The Labour Party needs to cover more ground in Kogi State. Meanwhile, Labour Party started with PDP on Kogi State, on 25%, 25.7%. In Kwara State, APC is in the lead, 35%, as by the numbers polled. PDP 30% and Labour Party 25%, which is good. Labour still need to do better in Kwara State. In Abuja, Not surprising, Labour is a commanding lead in Abuja, commanding 62%, almost 63%, because 62.9%, PDP on 20%, and APC on 8.6%. In Plateau State, PDP is in the lead, according to the numbers polled. In Plateau State, 46% for PDP, Labour on 39%, which is not bad. But I think that Labour can do better. Plateau needs to be won by Labour Party. All of this, we are seeing them so that Mona Sheram, so these people in these states will know that there's a lot of work to be done. Meanwhile, in Nasarawa State, surprisingly, Peter Obi is leading Nasarawa State. I'm really, really surprised, and I think that's a very good news. It's a big one. Peter Obi is leading, Labour Party is leading 35.9%, PDP on 30%, and APC on 28%. That's a very good result for the Labour Party in Nasarawa State. We must sustain that tempo. Very, very important. In Niger State, I'm surprised. I thought Peter Obi would have been doing better in Niger State, but Peter Obi is actually distant, fourth, even behind undecided. PDP, where right there is commanding the lead, 55%, APC 26%, on the side 8.0, Labour Party 4.5%. Well, that's about that for the north. Let's move on to the southwest of Nigeria. Surprisingly, I can tell you that southwest of Nigeria has thrown up from very, very good, encouraging results, because some people hitherto were of the opinion that Southwest was going to be cleared by APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but these opinion polls, they are coming out to tell us that this is different. I think the effect of this Muslim ticket is already taking its root. Ekiti State is being, definitely is being won by Labour Party, though very slim, margin between Labour and PDP. Labour is on 36, PDP is on 34, while APC or Bola Ahmed Tinubu is on 22. Surprisingly, that's very surprising. And Lagos State, Labour Party is commanding lead at 9%, APC 25%, and undecided 27%. PDP 14%. So I think Lagosians favor, Peter Obi. It's important the obedience in Lagos do a lot better than this. There's nothing bad if Peter Obi is able to come out with 60% of total vote cast in Lagos. But Lagos is huge, it's mammoth. Lagos will determine a lot. Lagos will knock out a number of states. Peter Obi needs to win Lagos and win convincingly. So it means that Nigerians in Lagos, I've got lots of friends who are working for the obedience movement. I don't want to call out your names. We have a lot of work to do, more grounds to cover. Let's keep doing it, man. Lagosians, thumbs up. Now in Ogun State, Labour Party is equally in the lead, though slim between Labour Party and APC. Labour Party is on 36.3%, APC is on 35.2%, and PDP is on 11%. So there's a neck-to-neck matter between Labour Party and the PDP in Ogun State. Of course, when we go to Ondo State, APC is in the lead in Ondo State. Not surprising, really. Not surprising. APC is on 47%, Labour Party 24%, and PDP 22%. I hope that the obedience in Ondo State will do a lot better. Let's go out there. A lot of work to be done. This coming 2 weeks is probably going to be bigger and more massive than all of the months we've been through. Lots of work needs to be done. We need to step up the game in Ondo State. In Osun State, PDP is in the lead, 45%, commanding lead in Osun State. I'm surprised. Anyway, the effect of let me not mention their names. We probably have seen that Labour Party is followed by 90%, while APC is on 70%. We need to do a lot of work in Osun State. There is no reason why Labour Party should not have at least 25% in Osun State. It's very important. In Oyo State, I'm not surprised. Oyo State is a very liberal state, highly liberal. Many of the Christians right there, I've spoken to very many of them. They've told me that, man, whether we like it or not, Peter Obi is going to win, Oyo State. Ibadan residents are committed, more than ever before to make this happen. Labour Party 36% in Oyo State, PDP 27%, Atiku PDP, APC, is on 14% in Oyo State. And if this is sustained, this is a very big piece of good news for Nigerian people and for this election. The projections are changing. Now let's go to the southeastern states of Nigeria. 5 southeastern states of Nigeria. We are not surprised that Obi is clearly 5 southeastern states. The margin is what had been the debate. And from what we are seeing, it's quite encouraging. Abia State, Obi in commanding lead, 93.8%. Undecided 3.1%, APC 1.5%, PDP 1.5%. That's very, 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 very good. Anambra State, Labour Party is on 96%. Anambra, that's the home state of the incoming President Peter Obi. God willing, PDP is on 2.2%. I don't even know how is PDP getting 2.2% in Anambra State. Who are those human beings there? You guys should do better. Undecided 1.1, APC scoring 0 in Anambra State. That's very impressive. It means that these people are listening. In Ebonyi State, the home state of what's his name? Trying to remember the name of the governor right now. Well, my brain is keeping me on that. Ebonyi State Labour Party is in commanding lead still 80%. I am not very encouraged. I think Ebonyi State should be on 90% for Labour Party still. Where PDP is coming closely behind. Not surprising. 12%, 12.2%, APC 4.9%. I think that the people of Ebonyi State need to step up the game and do a lot better than this. The rally I was saying in Ebonyi State was massive. I expect Peter to score up to 90% in Ebonyi State. In Enugu State, for instance, Labour Party is right there, quite in a commanding lead, 89%. That's very good. Undecided 9.7%, APC 2.8%. NNPP and PDP 0%. I think that Nigerians in Igbokwadu, Nigerians in Enugu State need to do better than this. We need to do better than this. We need to step up the game. I expect Peter Obi to do nothing less than 90% in Enugu State. It's very important because these numbers must make up for the shortfalls in some other states. In Imo State, very encouraging news. Imo State, Hope Uzodinma State. The Labour Party is commanding lead 93.9%. Yes, that's a very big blow to those people that are saying that Peter Obi will not do well in the South. Is very, very good. PDP is scoring 4.9%, undecided 1.2%, APC scoring 0 in Imo State. So when you look at it on the average, the Southeasterners, if they come out to vote the way they have promised, they are probably going to give, Peter Obi not less than 90% of total vote cast, and that will be a very big piece of good news. Thumbs up to all the Southeasterners. And the good thing about it is that we have so many Southeasterners across different parts of Nigeria. They all should be encouraged to come out and vote. It's very important. Very, 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 very important. Let's go to South State. South State. In South, Obi is clearing all the states. Right now, the margin doesn't seem to be very encouraging based on the popularity of Obi in South State, but I think that we need to work very hard to step it up. In Akwa Ibom, Obi is on 60.5%. I think should be better than that. PDP 25.9%, APC 8.6%. In Bayelsa, Obi is on 62%. 62.9, almost 63. PDP 20%, APC 11%. We should do better than that and tip Obi over to 70%. Over 70%. In Cross River, Labour Party is on 63%, PDP 20%, APC 14%. Yes, same story, same news. I think that Obi should do better in Cross River. In Delta State, the home state of the governor of Delta State, who is equally the vice president candidate of the PDP. Let's see how Obi is doing. Obi, the Labour Party is on 65% and PDP is on 30%. Yes, that's a statement. That's a proper statement to say that the vice presidential hopeful of the PDP in his own state is losing, massively. Looking at the opinion poll conducted, that's a bit of good news. I think that Deltalites need to do a lot better than that. It's very, very important. We need to do a lot better than that in Delta State. Is key. APC is on 2.3%. In my own Edo State, I am not very encouraged. In my own Edo State, I'm not very encouraged, but I know that we have a lot of work to do. This result needs to be better. Labour Party and Peter Obi is doing very well in my own Edo State on 76.9%. Undecided 10.3%. Undecided, we need to claim all that undecided and tip Obi over 85%. Very important. PDP is on 9.0%. APC is on 2.6%. PDP is the party of the governor of Edo State, Governor Godwin Obaseki, whom we understand currently is giving more appointments to SSAs, and all of that. And some people are suspecting that all that is a ploy, to have more people work for PDP to deliver Atiku in Edo State. Unfortunately, we are getting information that some of the people that are even been appointed SSAs in recent time, having their letters recently, some of them will be mobilizing and voting for Peter Obi and the Labour Party. And I think that's a piece of good news for Edo State. But so far, Labour Party is doing well based on this opinion poll. I believe the result from Edo State is going to be well above 80% for the Labour Party. But a lot of work to be done, more grounds to cover. In Rivers State, Labour Party is a commanding lead of the 7.8%. Well, not surprising. PDP is just 11%. APC 7.7%. We are not surprised at this at all, because looking at the imbroglio surrounding PDP across, in the whole of Nigeria, and the candidacy of, the PDP, talking of Atiku Abubakar and the Rivers State governor and all of that playing out so far. Of course, we knew that Rivers State was going to, go the way of Labour Party, and so it shall. Because again, when you look at it, Rivers State is a very big state. Apart from Lagos State, Kano State, Rivers State it closely follows. This is a very big state that this 7% is going to be a lot. But so much work to be done. I don't think the PDP should get up to double digits in Rivers State. We need to do a lot of work to ensure that doesn't happen. So that is the news across Nigeria so far, Nigerians, on this poll conducted. I'm talking about this because we need to see areas where our strength is not really strong, so that we can, work on those areas. Amongst young people, Peter B is doing very well. In fact, amongst all age grades, Peter B is doing very well. But in the northern part of Nigeria, we need to step up the game, because in the rural areas, some of the results that come out from the rural areas, they appear not to be very impressive. It looks like Labour presence is not really being felt in some of those areas. We need to do a lot more. Now, why it is very critical, next year did say in the conduct of this poll that the election may go into a runoff, because Obi is likely to win the election based on this poll calculation on 37%, having the majority. However, he will not have satisfied the constitutional requirement to become president of Nigeria, which means that he will need to score 25%, in at least to third number of states in Nigeria, which is like 25 states, including Abuja. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? If that is the case, it therefore means that a lot of work needs to be done to carry Obi over the line. From this poll, Obi has only been able to score 25% in about 22 states or so, about 22 states, which means that there's a lot of work that Obi needs to do to tip Obi over that particular margin, so that we have Obi, do well in more than 25 states, having more than 25 percent, but winning the majority. Now, what is again is instructive is that we have seen reports, here and there about security operatives in the northern part of Nigeria arresting many non-Nigerians who are in Nigeria currently. And in the last report, I listened to the other day, over 1,000 people were arrested, and almost 600 of them had PVCs, and they were majorly from Niger Republic, Chad Republic, Senegal, and all of those places. Now, what they are doing in Nigeria, we don't know. But I can tell you that this is what has always been the case. It's always been like that. It has always happened. You know what I'm saying? Our elections have always been subject of this kind of compromise, where these politicians, they sell Nigeria out. They bring in foreigners equivalent with PVC just to ensure that they win elections in their desperation. But in this case, they have been winning because Nigerians had never really resolved, to say this time has to be different. There hadn't been that commitment. You understand what I'm saying? But in this particular case, more Nigerians out there want to vote. So I want to appeal to everybody for us to cancel this minute number of fraudsters, that they have brought into this country to come and compromise our elections. Let all of us legitimate Nigerians who have PVCs come out and vote massively. So that whenever the margin of error, coming from all of this kind of play in the northern part of Nigeria, it will not tip, this election over to a non-deserving candidate. You understand what I'm saying now? So I want to appeal to Nigerians in the east, Nigerians in the west, in the south, just in the north, everywhere, in the central this north central of Nigeria, let us all come out en mass. Middle belt, let us all come out en mass. No sleeping at home, and let us come and vote for Peter Gregory Obi. You know, the man with Sabi. And let's not forget, just to add to it, let us remember that the logo is LP for Labour Party. LP. We may not have Peter Obi on the ballot. We may not have Peter Obi, but we are sure to have LP. May we not forget, we'll put hand for LP. It's just like what I'm showing you right now. LP is what we have to vote for. Mama, Papa, and Peking. You see, so Nigerians, I just thought that I come out this pleasant day to let us know that this is a pleasant information, good news for Nigerians. It means that we are getting there. The possibility of a new Nigeria has never been clearer, has never been better. Obi is winning. Obi is in the lead. Let's sustain the tempo and translate all of this into vote, that at the end of the day, you and I will surely sit back and say, yes, for once, we decided our votes would count, and it did count. God bless you. As the Comrade Show, please share, and share again to every contact. Let people see this, let them be encouraged so that we can do a lot more. My people, not much to say beyond this, but have many more information. Stay close to the Comrade Show, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere we are there. Much more information that we're going to be dishing out. Very importantly, we are closing in on the D-Day. God bless you all. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is the Comrade Show. Don't forget that.
Peace.
Are you a business owner? Do you make your own products? This is your best opportunity ever. Register your brand now with the first and largest marketplace promoting Nigerian-made products. Get access to over 17 million shoppers and customers currently in need of your products. Download on Google Play Store now to register or visit ekioja.com. Focus on creating your passion. Leave the marketing to us.
Comrade Show, Comrade Lante Oriente. Peace.